Craig, we're going to get to sales in a moment, but the New York Auto Show and Honda's big surprise, they kept it under wraps and they blew everyone away. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's really unusual. Maybe the only big surprise of the Detroit show earlier this year was Ford's GT. You know, more and more these companies want to try and get out in front of shows and you know, kind of reveal their cards ahead of time. But in this case, Honda was an exception. It showed a Civic coupe concept and let everyone know that a new Civic is on the way. It's a really important model for Honda. The Accord and Civic make up a significant portion of Honda's sales, and really the big message that Honda delivered to everyone at the show overnight was this idea that they really wanted to get more sporty with the design of this car. The current generation Civic really is a little bit conservative and doesn't really appeal to younger people, which is something that Honda does not want to see continue. They really want to retain those younger customers to keep those sales moving.
Well, let me tell you, Craig, I had the Honda Civic as a family car for a long time. I wish it looked like the new one. That's all I have to say. I mean, they're really hoping that it's going to stoke sales for Honda, right? I mean, how are Honda sales faring in the U.S. market that they have to do this?
Right. Honda's really a unique company in the sense that it has balance across its lineup. There are a lot of car companies that are really sort of heavily weighted one side or the other of car or truck. Honda's balanced, but really that's working against it because of just how strong truck sales have been this year. If you look at the car-truck split, car sales are almost completely flat, whereas truck sales are up about 10–11%. So overall, the market is up about 5%. Honda is having a really hard time because the Accord and Civic aren't selling very well right now. And you're seeing actually Nissan passing Honda in each of the first 3 months of the year, the month of March, by almost 19,000 units. So it's really a matter of Nissan pulling ahead of Honda, which would be very significant. It's been something that Nissan's been trying to do for many years, but has you know, not been able to outsell Honda in the U.S. market. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a huge deal. Hey, Craig, Toyota apparently having a very busy show as well. What can you share about the surprising news the company is making?
Well, I mentioned earlier, you know, a lot of these companies try and get out in front of the show in the sense of surprises with product. They were one of the companies that did tip their hand. They showed an updated RX that really moves that design forward. They have a hybrid RAV4 that they showed. The Scion brand has 2 new models, first time in several years that they have new entries. But the real surprise was on the sales charts. They had one of the better showings across the industry in the month of March. Really, the models that are doing it are the RAV4, the utility vehicle, and the new NX out of Lexus. So Lexus really having a heck of a start to the year. That new NX is selling well, and now they're going to have the RX that they just showed in New York to help bolster that lineup even further. It's really a company that is in its stride right now.